Russia's attack on Ukraine has triggered fundraising on an unprecedented scale, and a large part of it has taken the form of crypto donations, including special digital collectibles or NFTs. Randy Wasinger, founder and CEO of CryptoSlam, a cross-chain NFT data tracker and aggregator, joins us now to discuss that and a whole lot more going on in the space. Great to have you with us, Randy.
Thanks for having me on, Angie.
All right, we're seeing crypto donations to Ukraine. It's in the multi-millions of dollars now. It's just going north and rising as we speak. And this, interestingly enough, includes a $200,000 CryptoPunk NFT sent to the Ukrainian government's ETH account. I mean, if you think about how NFT all started, and no, I don't think anyone would have anticipated this use case when NFTs first launched. What do you think of this historic moment?
You're able to donate, ETH, a fungible token, and all kinds of other cryptocurrencies. But what's making the NFTs unique, for me, like imagine if you owned a Van Gogh piece of art and it was hanging on the wall, and you wanted to take that and get it in the hands of somebody that could use it, like donate it, and perhaps they could sell it. How cumbersome that would be to go through that process. But in the case of an NFT, it's just a matter of a couple clicks in MetaMask and the beauty of the blockchain, and off it goes. And of course, I'm an NFT nerd, and what I really like about the fact that this is an NFT, this punk that was transferred, is the provenance of it. I'm imagining in a couple years, if somebody were interested in buying a CryptoPunk, all other things being equal, wouldn't it be interesting to have that punk that was transferred to the Ukrainian government at the beginning of this this historic time at the beginning of the war here?
And to that point, it's not just CryptoPunks. The Ukraine DAO, which auctioned off an NFT of the Ukraine flag, also raised millions of dollars in a matter of days. What role, as we think about all of these things, what role do you see for NFTs in its journey and in these cultural, political, social movements and events?
Yeah, the Ukraine DAO was insanely successful. I believe it started out through a comment in a Twitter Spaces, and within 48 hours, it had taken on a life of its own. Where I see this headed, I like to think of how transformative the Bored Ape Yacht Club was about a year ago at this time, when it first started to come out. And what was transformative about the Bored Ape Yacht Club was it representing a proof of membership into something exclusive. So now fast forward a year, and I feel like we're at another transformative moment, because now instead of proof of ownership, what we're seeing with NFTs being used in this way for donations, it's proof of caring. And I don't feel like that would have been possible without the NFT technology. And I'm really excited to see where the community and the industry at large takes it from here.
And it will be very interesting to see what kind of interest this next move is going to have. Ukraine's Minister of Digital Transformation announced just a few days ago that they will be releasing NFTs to support Ukrainian armed forces soon. What do you think the response is going to be publicly, and how do you see this technology being used for war efforts?
I feel like anything that's low effort is going to struggle, and which is not to say that there won't be some breakthrough successes, but I do envision a lot of perhaps copycats, perhaps even scams, trying to take advantage of the situation. So of course, do your own research and make sure you know where you're sending your crypto to if you get involved in it. It'd be really interesting to see where the Ukrainian government takes this. I don't think we've got a lot of details as to what that might look like yet, whether it's an airdrop or a sale. So it'll be really interesting to see how the community takes that. But But I will say that I feel like it's going to need to be higher effort projects in general that are going to fully capitalize on this moment in time, because the world is watching. Clearly, crypto and NFTs are a big part of this, with how easy it is to move these assets across the globe. So I'm really excited to see where the industry takes this, and what other types of projects come out of it.
Randy, really appreciate your time today. That was Randy Wasinger, CEO and founder of CryptoSlam.